It's a headline that nobody expected, a name once cheered by millions of NFL fans, now plastered across breaking news banners for all the wrong reasons. Mark Sanchez, the former NFL quarterback turned Fox Sports analyst, has been arrested in connection with a stabbing in downtown Indianapolis. The shocking news broke late Saturday, stunning fans and colleagues alike. How did a Super Bowl caliber player, known more for football highlights and lighthearted broadcasting moments, suddenly find himself at the center of a violent late-night incident? Tonight, we break down exactly what happened, the chaotic timeline, and what this means for Sanchez's career, reputation, and future. Mark Sanchez, 38 years old, had been in Indianapolis this weekend on professional duty. He was scheduled to call Sunday's Colts game for Fox Sports, a high-profile assignment that should have been about football and analysis. Instead, his name is now tied to a police blotter. According to the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, the events began just after midnight, around 12:30 a.m., near the 300 block of West Washington Street. That's a busy stretch of downtown, just steps away from the JW Marriott and the Indiana Government Center, a place filled with late-night foot traffic, conventions, and visitors. Witnesses say there was some sort of physical disturbance. The details remain murky, but officers responding to the scene found two men injured. One man reportedly had lacerations, while Sanchez himself suffered injuries consistent with stab wounds. Emergency responders quickly got them medical attention, and Sanchez was transported to a hospital in stable condition. But here's the twist. While recovering at the hospital, Mark Sanchez was arrested. The charges, though preliminary, are serious. Police confirmed Sanchez was booked for battery with injury, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication. All misdemeanors. But together they paint a troubling picture of what may have spiraled out of control during those early morning hours. He remains in stable condition at the hospital, not yet transferred to jail, as the Marion County Prosecutor's Office prepares to review the case and decide on the final charges. For fans, this is almost unthinkable. Sanchez is best remembered for his years in the NFL, particularly with the New York Jets, where he led the team to back-to-back AFC Championship appearances in 2009 and 2010. Despite a career often mocked for the infamous butt fumble, Sanchez had successfully reinvented himself after football, becoming a respected, charismatic voice on Fox Sports broadcasts. For years, he projected the image of the clean-cut ex-athlete, someone who transitioned gracefully into life after the game. But this arrest now casts a shadow over that carefully built reputation. Reactions have poured in online. Many fans are in shock, tweeting their disbelief. Mark Sanchez? No way. This can't be real. Others were harsher, suggesting this is yet another example of athletes spiraling after fame. Media outlets across the country have pounced on the story, with Sanchez's name trending immediately on social media. Sports reporters covering the Colts game have been scrambling to understand how Fox will handle tomorrow's broadcast. But hidden within the police reports are details that raise even more questions. Why was Sanchez downtown so late, reportedly intoxicated the night before a national broadcast assignment? What was the nature of the confrontation that led to two men being injured? And what exactly happened inside that vehicle that led to the charge of unlawful entry? These questions remain unanswered until a probable cause affidavit is filed, likely on Monday. That document will shed light on how quickly things escalated and who exactly provoked the violence. Insiders close to Fox Sports told local reporters that Sanchez had been acting strangely earlier in the evening, and some even speculated he had been out drinking with colleagues. While those details remain unconfirmed, the public intoxication charge speaks volumes. Former teammates, when reached for comment, described Sanchez as not a violent guy and suggested this may have been a night where alcohol and bad decisions combined into a nightmare. One former NFL coach even hinted off-record that Sanchez never really adjusted well when the spotlight dimmed. So what does this mean for Mark Sanchez's future? Professionally, it could be devastating. Broadcasters rely on credibility and trust, and Fox Sports now faces a decision. Do they keep Sanchez on air while these charges are pending, or suspend him to protect the network's image? Legally, even misdemeanor charges can carry lasting consequences, especially when violence and intoxication are involved. And publicly, Sanchez's reputation may never fully recover. For years, he's been fighting to distance himself from the meme-worthy butt fumble moment, but now he faces something far more damaging than internet jokes: a criminal record. Comparisons are already being drawn to other athletes whose post-playing careers collapsed after legal troubles. Fans remember Ray Rice, whose domestic violence scandal ended his NFL career instantly, or more recently, media personalities who lost high-profile jobs after arrests. While Sanchez's situation is not identical, the optics are undeniably bad. From a respected TV role to a hospital arrest, the fall from grace is swift and brutal. And yet some loyal supporters argue that this may not be the end. Sanchez has always been known for his resilience bouncing back from injuries, criticism, and setbacks during his career. If the legal process reveals mitigating circumstances or if the charges are downgraded, there's a chance he could rebuild. But in the brutal world of public perception, the damage may already be done. One thing is clear: Indianapolis witnessed more than just a violent late-night altercation. It witnessed the unraveling of a public figure whose life, career, and reputation are now under a microscope. The next 48 hours will be crucial as prosecutors decide whether this remains a misdemeanor case or escalates into something more severe. For Mark Sanchez, the quarterback once celebrated for clutch playoff victories, the road ahead looks uncertain, and it's no longer about football. This is my channel. Stay tuned as we continue to track every new update in the Mark Sanchez arrest case.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.